Good evening from the IMG Academy Basketball Arena in Bradenton, Florida, and welcome in to a pair of Nike EYBL Scholastic Buckets games here from Bradenton alongside my broadcast partner Josh Sperber. My name is Ryan Sudol, and Josh, our first game tonight is going to be a great one. Oak Hill Academy taking on Veritas Academy out of California. Oak Hill is a name synonymous with high school hoops and has been for many, many years, and tonight going to be no difference. The expectations are going to be on another level for one of the top-ranked teams in the nation.
Yeah, you hear Oak Hill when you're talking high school basketball, you expect greatness. So many Oak Hill players going to the NBA, more than just Carmelo Anthony, who I know you and I think of the first time we see Oak Hill, but there's a lot of talent that's going to be on display here tonight.
And we've got them, and then we've also got IMG Academy and Long Island Lutheran coming up at 7 o'clock. As we will step aside for the national anthem. And the playing of the national anthem here at IMG Academy's basketball arena. Only the third year of service here in Bradenton, almost a brand new facility specifically for some of the top high school basketball teams in the nation. As we take a look at your starters for our first contest out of Mouth of Wilson, Virginia, your Oak Hill Academy Warriors. There you see Christian Anderson Jr. at guard, Micah Robinson at the wing, DeAndre Lindsay at forward, Hamza Zaran, and then Jamie Vinson the fourth.
Yeah, I mean, just another great lineup from Oak Hill, full of top-level prospects. Most of these guys are already committed to D1 schools, and I'm just expecting a lot of great basketball from them tonight.
Again, we'll keep an eye on Christian Anderson, the committed Michigan Wolverine. We'll change sides here to the Veritas Training Academy Titans out of Seal Beach, California. We see Zion Paleo, Aram Soki Urbano, Pablo Sumare, Samuel Mena, and Andrew Nagy. Again, no Division I commits on this Veritas Titans roster, but again, there are a few Division I offers as well, and again, they know they've got a tough road ahead of them taking on one of the top programs in the nation in Oak Hill Academy.
Yeah, but I mean, Geico Nationals are on the horizon, not exactly on the line just yet, but you got to think that both of these teams are thinking about that. That is going to be the ultimate prize, so they know they're going to have to beat teams like this, Veritas, if they're going to want to progress in those nationals.
Oak Hill Academy coached by Yerrick Stoneman. For Veritas, George Zidane. Again, Veritas will be in their white jerseys, red numerals, and Oak Hill in their grays with yellow numerals and the classic red trim. And 4 8-minute quarters up ahead, and again, Veritas winning the tip, something that we don't typically have in high school basketball, the shot clock for the EYBL Scholastic games. Titans will start out, handing off with Samuel Mena.
Yeah, I like that they've got the tip, the shot clock, a bit of a change-up. It's a more kind of next-level game style for these guys.
Nagy dishes out, fouled on the perimeter. That is Aram Soki Urbano. And he will go to the line for three.
Yeah, not a great start fouling someone behind the three-point arc, but I mean, Oak Hill just really pressuring and keeping it on the perimeter in that last one was the Titans of Veritas.
First one for Urbano is able to fall. The 6'4" guard, 185 pounds of the junior class. And Veritas going to take a picture of the scoreboard with their early lead on Oak Hill Academy. And sinks all three, so a good start for Urbano and the Titans. And bringing it up, this is Christian Anderson Jr. He will dish off to Robinson up top. Back to Anderson, pulling up for three, and ties it up early on.
Yeah, you don't like fouling the three-shooter, so what do? You go back and answer with another one. Really good ball movement from Oak Hill to set up that open triple.
And Palaio will hand off to Nagy. They'll work it around into the corner. Urbano dishes, looking for a go-ahead bucket. Oak Hill with the rebound, and then pocket picked. Ball is kicked around on the baseline, and the Titans will retain possession. Looking for a three, hits the front of the rim. Urbano misses. Nagy with the rebound, kisses it high off the glass. It's deflected out. Possession will stay with Veritas.
And I like that play at the end of the possession by Zoran there, tipping it away from the basket, because after that first tip-in, that shot almost went in. That hit the rim.
This will be Nagy with the inbound. 6:47 to go in the first quarter. Nagy's inbound finds Samare. Driving, Palaio. He is fouled going to the rim, and again, two drives into the lane. Again, Oak Hill fouling from beyond the arc on their first play, and now Veritas going to the line early here in the first for the second time.
And with a size advantage that Oak Hill has, they're already being a very physical team, maybe a little bit too much with fouls on back-to-back possessions, but that's what Veritas is going to have to expect. Big physical play, hard bodies, and just hard contact when someone tries to go in the lane.
Palaio's first. Kisses the bottom of the net and gives Veritas the lead back. Titans up 4-3. Second point, or extra point pending here, the free throw line. And he sinks both. So a nice 5 for 5 from the charity stripe for Veritas. And Christian Anderson Jr. brings it up for the Warriors. Anderson, nice side pass. Rebound to DeAndre Lindsay. Ball tipped around. Back to Hamza Zoran. And unable to get it to fall, so Veritas looking to extend that lead. Right now the biggest lead was their early 3-0 lead. Driving and then absolutely rejected off the glass by Jamie Vinson, the fourth.
And that's exactly what Oak Hill's going to want from Jamie Vinson over there, that help side defense. The big man for Veritas, Pablo Samari, is moving all around the paint, and it looks like IMG in their zone a little bit are going to use their bigs coming off of the help side to try and get those rim protection plays, and boy, did Jamie Vinson deliver.
Now Oak Hill working baseline, back into the corner, looking for Vinson. Goes off the back of the rim and back into the hands of the Titans. Nobody really finding an offensive rhythm early on here with just about 5.5 remaining in the first quarter. Palaio goes up and under and almost uncontested under the basket. And he adds 2 more for Veritas.
Guy who just, every time he gets the ball, is scanning the entire court. Really good vision, picking out his teammates, and then once he got the ball back, finding that open lane.
Now Christian Anderson Jr. finds Lindsay from the corner. Oak Hill able to come up with the rebound. Anderson looking for another 3, swish! Christian Anderson Jr., the 6'1", 152-pound point guard out of Atlanta, Georgia, brings the Warriors back within 1.
2 for 2 from 3 so far, which the second three looking a lot more difficult than the first. Had a bigger defender right up in his face, and he stuck it.
Veritas is going to have to keep an eye on Christian Anderson if he's going to be sinking those all night. Now Nagy, down low, takes a couple extra steps. Vincent, another rejection.
Jamie Vincent, both times he's been able to get that step on the help side.
And just easy for DeAndre Lindsay, and Oak Hill takes the lead 8-7. Veritas is going to want to stop whatever momentum Oak Hill has building.
It's a team that plays pace-wise very differently.
And getting stripped was Samuel Mena. And the ball will go back for Oak Hill.
Yeah, this is a team that Oak Hill plays a lot quicker. They move the ball around. They've got really quick, crisp passing, move around the perimeter, whereas the Titans of Veritas, they look for a lot slower game, trying to work that shot clock and just wear out Oak Hill on their offensive side.
This will be Micah Robinson with the inbound. Micah, 6'6", 210-pound small forward out of Frisco, Texas. Class of 2024 positional ranking. He is number 2. He will be playing at TCU. At least that's where his letter of intent says he's going to play.
Yeah, nowadays you never know.
Pulling up for 3, the rebound for Oak Hill. Getting fouled is DeAndre Lindsay, and he will go to the line for 2.
A really nice physical play in the post there, surrounded by 2 different Titans, still able to time his jump better and get above everyone. There was DeAndre Lindsay, earned himself a 3-point play.
And now Lindsay, even though he is not declared, he is a junior, but he has offers from Georgetown, Georgia Tech, Ole Miss, Penn State, SMU, and Tennessee. Largest lead that Oak Hill has had now at 2 points. Looking to make it 3. Bounces off the front of the rim and off the backboard and finds its way to the bottom of the net. 10-7, the Warrior lead over the Titans. A little bit further a journey out of Seal Beach, California, and then the uncontested shot into the hoop. That is Christopher Maldonado Denice.
And that's really good ball movement. Pablo Samari, you don't often see guys his size with that kind of court vision making a great cross-court pass for the easy bucket.
And now the giveaway goes back for Maldonado Denice. And it'll be Paleo bringing it back up, trying to get around Anderson. Screen set, right elbow, dishes back out. Cam Williams will dribble and stand at the IMG Academy logo at midcourt. Again, trying to work his way around Hamza Zaran, and Vincent, almost another rejection, just missed on the effort. Anderson back up quickly for the Warriors. Driving baseline, tries to get the little teardrop floater. And Lindsay unable to get the tip back. Now Nagy, up, under, off the glass, and good.
That's something Veritas really needs to do, is establish those bigs down low. We've seen dominant low post defense from Oak Hill, but Nagy, Sumare, these are the kind of guys that Veritas needs to start chipping away.
Vincent back for Anderson. Now the wide open look for Lindsay goes off to the right. And then a little scrum for the ball, but there's going to be a foul called against Micah Robinson. He can't believe it.
Yeah, that's the right call. Robinson just trying to get a little extra step, but here you see just a quick slice through the lane. Really athletic big man move there from Andrew Nagy.
Elias Japhet Valencia checking in for Veritas, and then the long shot from Cam Williams, no good. Anderson will again run the point and bring the ball back up court. Now Zaran out top. There's 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Zaran looking for an outlet pass. Finds Martez Harris checking in for Oak Hill, and now he'll step up for a three-pointer. Good!
They've been trying to get that corner three all night. Martez Harris finding some open space and absolutely sticking the jumper.
13-11, the Oak Hill lead. And Christian Anderson able to get the steal. Stands up, he is fouled beyond the arc. no call, but the basket will count, and now the biggest lead for Oak Hill. And Christian Anderson having himself a night so far.
Yeah, I'd say don't let him get hot, but I think we're too late on that one, Ryan.
Back for Nagy, who feigns the three. Back out for Cam Williams. Driving right side. And it's deflected again. Hamza Zaran and Jamie Vinson getting in on the action, almost a double block. There was the steal from Anderson, pulls up, leans into the shot, goes down to the floor. No call, but I think he'll be okay with the three.
Good to see him not trying to get that call. I mean, I thought it was a foul too, but I mean, just a difficult, really quick transition shot, and he did his job. He stuck that jumper.
Final minute to play in the first quarter. Paleo trying to get it in, and the second effort from Kawhi Alir Dang is able to fall. Anderson tries to get the easy lay-in. Again, he's been just about perfect from beyond the arc, and now Dang trying to kiss another one off the glass and brings Veritas back within one.
And that's a great move. Oak Hill has numbers back, but Dang able to just twist and turn his body, maneuver himself around those defenders to make that layup look easy.
And now Anderson will dribble out at midcourt. Probably try to get the last shot off, but that's a lot of space if you're Veritas to give the leading scorer in the game right now. Takes a step to his right, pulls up for a long three. He's fouled, and it almost goes in. And 8.6 remaining in the first. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, just another look at that Dang move. Vincent was right there doing just about everything he could without fouling. Or, sorry, that was Hazan. And Dang just went right through him.
And now Anderson makes the first. Trying to get the Warrior lead back up to 3 points. Anderson makes his first two.
Getting Jamie Vinson a quick substitution. He has been putting in a lot of work at the defensive end.
And Anderson looking to go 3 for 3 from the charity stripe, and he does. And I believe they might have called a lane violation against Hamza Zaran. And now we're down to 5 seconds to go. Trying to get the last shot. Anderson stifling defense. And a pull-up at the buzzer just hits the front of the rim at the end of 1 quarter of play. Oak Hill 18, Veritas 15. And Josh, I don't think we expected Veritas to come out and keep it that close. Oak Hill Academy missing a couple of their early opportunities and also getting themselves in a little bit of early foul trouble. But again, Veritas hanging in there after 1 quarter of play.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of shots from Oak Hill, but you got to give the defense of Veritas a whole lot of credit. They really smothered them at key moments.
And this is the Nike EYBL Scholastic live from IMG Academy. It is brought to you by Nike, only basketball. Chipotle, real ingredients, real flavors. Chipotle, for real. And the Army National Guard, the next greatest generation is now. Again, some great sponsors that allow EYBL Scholastic to be put on. Again, so many great schools, not just the 4 that are here tonight, but you look at other schools like La Lumiere, your Montverdes of the world. I mean, just some of the top teams in high school basketball. Again, all of them come through the EYBL, formerly the NIBC.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a who's who of top talent. I mean, between all of the teams representing the EYBL, you've got most of the ESPN top 300.
As we take a look at tonight's Players Spotlight, brought to you by Chipotle, there is your future Michigan Wolverine and Christian Anderson Jr., his favorite meal from Chipotle, burrito bowl, chicken and brown rice, sour cream and cheese. Simple, easy, sounds delicious.
I mean, I'm not a big sour cream guy, but everything in that bowl makes me want to go grab Chipotle, like in the middle of this game right now.
And Anderson starts off the second quarter, trying to get down the easy lay-in from Micah Robinson. Oak Hill's lead back to 5, 20-15. This is where Veritas is going to have to try to do everything they can to keep the ball out of Oak Hill's hands. Dang was able to get the rebound and then poked away. And Anderson quickly down court. Heading passes. Hamza Zaran able to get two.
And not an easy play to make for Zaran, but again, that physicality down low for Oak Hill is going to be crucial as they try to extend this lead.
Now the Titans work the ball around the perimeter. Urbano out to his right, looking for Paleo. Deng ends up with it at midcourt. Shot clock down to 4, almost taken away, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. And Oak Hill will get the ball at the center stripe.
There's another look at that Zaran bucket. I don't think the replay went back far enough to see how many white jerseys that Zaran just fought off there. But again, that strong physical play has helped him be such an asset for Oak Hill so far.
Yeah, we talk about Christian Anderson Jr. going to Michigan. Again, this gym and has produced quite a few NBA players that also went to the University of Michigan, most notably the last few years in Jet Howard, the son of the Michigan head coach Juwan, and then also Moussa Diabate was on the IMG Academy team as well. Also goes to the Wolverines and gets drafted as right there, Jamie Vinson, the fourth, slams it down with one hand, elevating. And Oak Hill almost having Veritas by double digits, and this is where Veritas is going to have to find some points.
Yeah, it looked like a moving screen to take off the shot there. But, I mean, we'll take another look at this dunk right here. Great job by Anderson taking the defensive way, and just absolute poster jam from Jamie Vinson on Nagy.
And you saw the mean mug after that. He was very pumped up, and this is not a squad that you want to allow to get any kind of momentum. And then the ball slips away. Anderson takes it coast to coast, hands off, and it is Hamza Zaran. And a timeout will be taken by Veritas as Oak Hill now leading by double digits. It's 26-15.
And Zaran has just been cleaning up everything on the other end there. Right there, that's Vinson who pokes the steal away, and then a textbook fast break from ING there. From Oak Hill there, even numbers, but Zaran still getting on the winning end of that bucket after a nice dish from Christian Anderson, drawing that double team and then kicking it out for the open layup.
Again, it was 18-15 when we started the second quarter, and just a incredible run by Oak Hill to start the second quarter, and Veritas again just trying to claw with it. They were staying with him. They were being very successful in keeping the ball out of Oak Hill's hands in the first quarter. They just haven't had the same offensive prowess, and the Oak Hill defense is really kind of hunkered down and locked in.
And if you look at just the body language of the Oak Hill players right now, at the end of the first quarter, you saw them like, wait, really? We're only up by 3 right now? They were upset with how they were playing. But you look at them right now, and it's just, you see that confidence, you see that just power that you expect from an Oak Hill team that are ready for just about anything this Titan squad can throw at them.
And now trading passes up top. Pablo Sumare finds Urbano. Down low for Nagy. Nagy high off the glass and gets it to fall and brings it back to single digits for Veritas.
Yeah, getting a little revenge on Vincent there for that poster, but just really good post moves. You don't see a lot of that nowadays. It's a lot more built around the perimeter game, but Nagy, clearly a big who can bang in the post.
Lindsay finds Robinson down low. Robinson able to elevate and lay it off the glass.
Great recovery defense on the fast break from IMG there, but here it's just defense from Lindsay. Not much he can do. Just Nagy using his body, keeping the ball away from the defender to give himself a better angle at that low post jump shot.
And now Urbano steps up at the top of the key, and it's going to end up back in the hands of Oak Hill. Anderson just a magnet for the ball. Now Vincent driving, and he has his pocket picked. And now quickly down the court, Palaio loses the handle. Ball's going to go back to the Warriors.
On the defensive end, Vincent didn't have complete control of the ball, certainly didn't have eyes on Palaio, who took advantage of that, but he was just looking towards the basket before he could make his move. And Oak Hill, again, doing a really good job getting back on defense, always getting someone back on fast breaks. And on those steals like that we saw from Palaio, we've seen a whole lot of them turn into easy dunks on the other end.
28-17 is the advantage for Oak Hill Academy. Robinson, guarded by Deng, tries to get it around him. It's deflected back, and Hamza Zaran gets it back for Micah Robinson. He's going to step out of bounds and turn the ball over. So now the Veritas defense is starting to tighten up and force some of those mistakes from Oak Hill that we weren't seeing over the last 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, we talked about how good their defense was in the first quarter, and that's the first time it's looked like that here in the second.
Deng back around for Maldonado Denice, and now Nagy at the left elbow, hands back off for Deng. Deng spins in, nice move, a little strong on the effort. And then quickly down court looking for Anderson, who gets the little finger roll. And 30-17 is the Oak Hill lead. And now Cam Williams. Out for Nagy, and then back up top to Deng. Work it around to Maldonado Denice, down low. And just getting that one to fall is Pablo Samare. Now the double team. Anderson for Vincent. Vincent just missing short. Deng with the rebound.
Samare just knew that shot was coming on the defensive end after a nice play on offense, just willed that ball around the rim and in.
Cam Williams at the step back and looking for the give and go, unable to drive. They have to settle it back at the top of the key. Shot from Maldonado Denice, no good. And Anderson just making it look easy up top. Ball taken away from Micah Robinson, but a foul is called.
I'm taking a look at just another textbook fast break coming from ING there. It's Christian Anderson finishing it on the other end. And it seems like him and Veron just knew exactly what was going to happen on that rundown before it even happened.
And Christian Anderson was also a member of Team Germany's U18 Euro Championship team in 2023. Also won a gold medal with Team Germany's 2022 U16 Euro Championship team 2 years ago.
I mean, this guy's already done quite a lot, and I'm sure that we'll see some plenty of big things when he gets to the NCAA level at UMich next year.
And now Zaran pulls up for three, comes off the rim short, and Veritas with the rebound. Cam Williams trying to get around Christian Anderson Jr. And a timeout taken by Veritas with 2:19 remaining in the half.
Yeah, it seems more of just like a talk things over kind of thing. It looks like they were starting to run a play or something, but maybe just all the T's not crossed on that, and things got a little, out of the ordinary, and they decided just to reset, call a timeout.
And there you saw a few of the fans trickling in here. Again, this IMG Academy kind of nestled in this Bradenton area, and there's not a whole lot as far as, because usually on a Friday night, at least for Friday night football, you've got your Palmetto High School, Southeast, and Manatee. So again, sometimes when we get these national showcases, this gym has been packed before. We've had, again, Montverde versus IMG here, as well as Long Island Lutheran and plenty of other teams in the EYBL Scholastic, and it's just, again, a great venue. We've got, I don't know how many high schools you've been to that have a Jumbotron, but
that would be none, Ryan.
Well, it's one now.
Been to a couple colleges that don't have a Jumbotron. I mean, this is a borderline professional stadium that they've got over here. Really, they've done a tremendous job with all the new buildings and infrastructure that they've built here at IMG.
Again, important to note that IMG Academy actually hosted the WNBA bubble back when COVID hit, so had an opportunity to see, again, all those WNBA teams playing out their seasons here. And that one goes to DeAndre Lindsay. It just bounces off his foot, and just a mental lapse in the giveaway back to Veritas.
Yeah, it looks like DeAndre Lindsay was kind of looking up court before he had the ball fully secured, and that cost him.
Anderson with a little poke on Paleo. Paleo dishes out. Deng drives down low. It's taken away. Rather than get quick in transition, Christian Anderson Jr. will take his time getting back up court. Under 2 minutes to play in the half. And Deng not happy with the call. Looks like he did a little hand check, and it's his first foul.
And this might be where you start to see some kind of frustration mounting. He had a tough play getting stripped at the other end. Then on the defensive side of the ball, he certainly didn't agree with that foul call. And now he's going to be heading to the bench for a minute.
Zaran with the inbound. Lindsay hands off, and now Zaran tries driving. Nice step. Too hard off the glass. He's able to deflect it away. And Urbano able to track the ball down, but steps out. Anderson with the inbound, hands off to Lindsay, who hands it back. Anderson we have not seen from beyond the arc much this second quarter. Now an opportunity for Harris, sends it long, and Anderson comes up with the rebound. Vincent trying for three, off the backboard.
Yeah, don't expect him to be taking a lot of those threes, but he had just enough space, just enough room to be able to take that one, and got to use the backboard sometimes.
Samuel Mena back up top for Urbano. Now pulling up, and good for three. And a timeout is going to be called by Oak Hill Academy as Veritas is able to keep it at an 11-point game. That's kind of where we've been hovering for most of this second quarter. Just 37.1 seconds remaining in the half.
And this is that last basket for Oak Hill, that Vincent three-pointer. Really good pass from Anderson to find him, and just a quick release from Jamie Vincent. You don't see releases that quick on every guy who's 6'9" plus.
And you also, we always like to criticize him for not calling backboard, but you know what? There's a reason why it's there. He took advantage and added the three for Oak Hill Academy as their lead 11 points. It's 33-22 and 37.1 remaining in the half.
I think that's just pickup rules when you need to call backboard. I should know. That's how I make most of my jumpers. All two of them.
Robinson will bring it up and hand back to Anderson, and now a little full court press coming from Veritas. They back off. Zaran with the high shot, sends it wide. Vincent will give him the assist as Vincent sends that one in. I don't think it was an intended pass, but it works out in the stat column the same way.
Yeah, I think Zaran's going to say it is, though. But Vincent was just floating up there. He was well prepared for that ball.
Now the final second, he's not able to get it off. The basket's not going to count, but it almost found the bottom of the net after one half of play. Oak Hill Academy 35, Veritas 22. A great half. I mean, just an absolute clinic put on by Christian Anderson. He's basically the difference in the game right now with, again, his double digits in the point column and, again, rebounds and steals. He has just absolutely been a force on the floor.
Yeah, he's really doing it all. I mean, he's passing really well. He's moving the ball around the court, whether he has it or he's moving off the ball. Defense is great. But, I mean, I really think Jamie Vincent, to me, has been the most impressive player. Able to see that late three-pointer. He's been fantastic on defense down low. I mean, it's just a team of stars here for Oak Hill. And
we will step aside for the half again. Oak Hill and the Warriors, 35. Veritas and the Titans, 22. You are watching EYBL Scholastic at IMG Academy, presented by League Ready. Welcome back. You're watching Nike EYBL Scholastic live from IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. The first of a double header. And we'll take a look at the stats from the first half. Oak Hill 35, Veritas 22, brought to you by the Army National Guard. The next greatest generation is now.
And you really look at the difference between percentages from both the times. 3-point percentage for Oak Hill, not great, but still on the high end of average, I'd say, at 38. Just 1 3 made in 6 attempts for IMG, and usually the teams who out-rebounds the other ones at Oak Hill. Oak Hill with 5 more rebounds than Veritas does. And I think it's just they're being more efficient. They're stronger on the glass, and every facet of this game, it seems like they're just dominating Veritas right now.
And you look at the turnover number there with Oak Hill only with 4, Veritas with 7. The difference in that number is Oak Hill has had an opportunity to capitalize, whereas Veritas has had trouble getting back in transition and capitalizing on some of those opportunities.
Oh, yeah, points off turnovers is probably another stat that heavily favors Oak Hill as well. It seems like just about every time that Veritas turns the ball over, Oak Hill's taking it the other way for a layup. I mean, it's just been absolutely dominant basketball. Both teams have made all their free throws. We're not seeing a lot wrong with this one. This has just been good, clean high school ball.
Oak Hill up by 13, and Christian Anderson Jr. with 13 of his own. He leads all scorers. He's the only scorer, in double digits. Jamie Vinson the fourth with 7, and then DeAndre Lindsay, Micah Robinson, and Hamza Zaran all with 4, and Martez Harris adding 3 to that as well. And for Veritas, it is Aram Soki Urbano with 6, Dang with 4, Maldonado Denise with 2, Andrew Nagy with 4, and also Samari with 2, and Zion Paleo with 4. So a little more even scoring on Veritas, but they're going to have to see a little bit more of it here in the second half.
And Veritas has spread the ball around very well. So is Oak Hill, but, you just look at Christian Anderson Jr.'s numbers compared to the rest of his squad. He's 3 for 3 from 3. Next best is 1 for 2 or 1 for 4. It's just he's playing on a level that is different than anyone else here.
And there, Christian Anderson Jr. pulls up for the deep 3 and is fouled from beyond the arc. He is already 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Would have been 3 for 3 had there not been that lane violation on Hamza Zaran the last time he was fouled from beyond the arc. And the rare miss from Christian Anderson. There you see the rest of the Oak Hill Academy bench.
Some of their young guys who I'm sure itching to get into a game already. A 13-point lead for Oak Hill just outside of halftime.
Again, that game tomorrow, Oak Hill taking on IMG Academy. Again, they don't play a ton, but you go back to the Geico National Championship team for IMG Academy that had Armando Baycott Jr., Jeremiah Robinson Earl, and Josh Green, all 3 players that Armando Baycott setting records at North Carolina, but Jeremiah Robinson Earl and Josh Green getting drafted into the NBA. Again, shutting down Oak Hill's chance to be national champions, and there is the bucket from Pablo Samare, and he'll go to the line for the 3-point play.
And Samare might not be as quick as the Oak Hill bigs, but he is strong, if not stronger. Just a fantastic move, completely spinning Vincent around and drawing the contact.
And completes the 3-point play. Samare, 6'9", 255 pounds, out of Dakar, Senegal. And the foul looks like occurred on the floor.
And if it didn't, it looked like Nagy had touched the rim.
And going up for the inbound play was DeAndre Lindsay. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Oak Hill just put that one right into the paint. They wanted either that easy dunk or a foul to be drawn, and they got it. And they got a guy who's a very good free throw shooter at the line in DeAndre Lindsay.
Gets that one to bounce around and fall. Lindsay already 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Make it 3 for 3. And now 4 for 4.
And the great players at any level are going to make their free throws, and already starting that at this early age, to testament to how strong the Oak Hill program is. 1 free throw missed, and we're at the start of the third quarter.
14-point lead for the Warriors over the Titans of Veritas Academy. Driving, Palaio, little fade, it gets deflected. Anderson is able to pop it into the hands of Micah Robinson, and now Anderson trying to go coast to coast, setting up the alley-oop. And off target.
And they've fouled that alley-oop away from existence right there, but just fantastic defense there from Christian Anderson, coming on a late block to get that block on Palaio and then taking it the other way and almost turning it into an easy 2 points.
It will be Anderson with the inbound. Trades passes with Robinson, now driving to his right. Double team, ends up back in the hands of Robinson, goes up, gets a little pump. And Nagy with the rejection.
And Nagy was just trying to get on the action. We've seen a couple of those from Oak Hill, but Nagy just in a very good position down low to get the block.
Now for Vincent, looking for the deep three. Nagy comes down with a rebound for Veritas. Bono to his right. Nagy, they'll work it around into the corner. Stepping up. Palaio drops it back off. Nice darting pass. It looks like it may have gone off Oak Hill, but it looks like it's going to go off the hands of Christopher Maldonado Denice. And possession Oak Hill. I think that's what the Veritas coach is pleading his case for. As Maldonado Denice pleading his case that he didn't touch it.
Yeah, certainly wasn't happy with that change of possession. Palaio trying to find that just knifing pass across the court, unable to find a white jersey to receive it.
Robinson spins, loses the handle, and ball goes back to Veritas.
You love to see that from Veritas. It's been Oak Hill pretty much entirely dominating this game and since early in the first quarter, but you lose possession and then you take it right back on the very next play. Oak Hill can't even get a shot off on that. That's just, you got to love that heart that Veritas is showing.
And now it is Anderson, one-on-one with the rebound, and he is denied by Pablo Samare. He was not going to be on anybody's poster.
Yeah, Samare certainly didn't want that going on the other end, but Anderson, great job picking the pocket, and Samare doing a really good job. It is so easy to make contact when going for the block, but he got all ball.
And again, just the speed burst you saw there from Pablo Samare. As Robinson goes up under, off the glass, no good. Rebound Titans. Cam Williams takes it across midcourt. Dishes to Palaio out to his left. Palaio trying to go with the layup, instead drops it back out. Now Samare drives, spins, takes a little bit of a hop. Probably could have got called for a travel, but he's going to get the bucket.
I don't even know what to say about that. That was a whirling dervish merry-go-round kind of shot that Samare just made. Staying on his feet in that quick transition is just impressive.
Now Anderson, right free throw line extended, drives in, and what a roll off the glass. Christian Anderson doing it all from beyond the arc and down low in the paint. Anderson just continues to be the best player on the floor tonight.
Yeah, Samare got him on fast break. You could tell he was not letting that happen again. His eyes just turned 5 sizes larger seeing Samare in the paint. Wanted to make up for that last block.
Just about halfway through the third quarter, Nagy trying to get around. And Micah Robinson with the denial down low. We'll take a look. Again, there you see Anderson, the spin move. Takes the steps, and Samare not going to get the better of him this time.
Yeah, I think we should call that Euro step the Manu step, because Manu Ginobili is exactly what that play reminded me of.
And Nagy from the corner for 3 brings Veritas back within 11.
And they are not going away easily. Veritas double digits behind on the scoreboard, but they are playing every bit as well as Oak Hill is.
And they came into this quarter losing by 13. They've cut it down to 11. Anderson steps away for Hamza Zaran, who adds a 3.
And just like that, big 3 for Veritas, big 3 for Oak Hill. An acrobatic pass from Christian Anderson. As good as that shot was from Zaran, Anderson's assist has to be worth 2 on that one.
Anderson getting close to a double-double. Had 5 assists in the first half. As Cameron Williams adding 2 more, brings it back to 12.
And we'll see again Anderson just looking up the entire time. He's not keeping his head down. He's just kind of widening his eyes, making sure he sees his teammates in his peripheral vision. Always had Zaran in the back of his mind when he started that drive to the hoop.
Now Christian Anderson Jr. from the free throw line. First one up and good. You take a look there. 4-star recruit committed to Michigan, averaging 18.8 points a game, 3rd most in the Nike EYBL Scholastic. Again, that is some impressive company with some of the teams that also play in EYBL Scholastic.
Yeah, and coming from a hotbed of an area in a lot of sports in Atlanta, Georgia. He left his high school 3 seasons, is still the all-time leading scorer there. Most points in a season as a sophomore. I mean, he has just done some fantastic things to earn his way to where he is today.
And with 3:11 remaining in the 3rd quarter, timeout taken, and there you see Veritas getting some much-needed breathers. Again, both these teams, again, very good coming in. This EYBL Scholastic has just been a great outlet, again, for some of the schools that aren't eligible to play for their state championship, schools like IMG Academy and Montverde Academy that have their eyes on not just one particular state, but winning a national championship.
Yeah, and the talent to do so. I mean, you look at some of the guys on these rosters, there are so many players who you're going to see on college rosters next year and might end up seeing in the NBA as well. I mean, there's just so much talent in this gym right now during the EYBL.
And it's absolutely crazy the people that will come in. I mean, we've had former coaches in Tom Crean, who used to coach at Indiana and Marquette. He had some children that went here to IMG Academy to play baseball, believe it or not. And then, again, take a look, Joe Girardi's daughter playing on the IMG Academy national girls team. So there's just, you never know who you're going to run into on campus here. And again, maybe a chance for a Carmelo Anthony sighting in the 7 o'clock game. We'll see.
His high school alma mater's playing now. His son's playing next. I mean, I'm surprised we haven't seen him already.
And now Veritas need to string some consecutive baskets together to get back into this game. Starting with the deep 3. Palaio almost from the logo. Adding 3 more, trying to cut it back to single digits. The Oak Hill lead has dwindled down to 11.
And this could turn into a much closer game if Veritas is able to get their accuracy up from behind the line. They have some good 3-point shooters on the team, and Oak Hill has defended it really well. But some big daggers like that coming from Palaio might be just what Veritas needs to kickstart their offense.
Anderson double team, sends it cross court, and now in transition. Valencia able to get the easy bucket, and it's down to 9. Veritas with a little bit of momentum in their favor.
First time that the lead has been cut to single digits since the start of the 2nd quarter for Veritas. Just shows how strong Oak Hill has been all game, but watch out for these Titans.
Nagy goes down to the floor to hand the ball back to Zion Palaio. Now Nagy driving, tries to go up, no contact, and Able to come up with it is Anderson. Now going for the lay-in, he is fouled. DeAndre Lindsay with a chance for the basket and one.
And Davis coming as the trailing defender on that, just kind of smiled at the end of that play because he knew he was just not in a good spot for that. Nothing he could do there but just try and foul DeAndre Lindsay, trying to alter that easy layup in any possible way. But Oak Hill again with superior ball movement and great execution on those contested shots.
Again, DeAndre Lindsay, the 6'8", 216-pound power forward out of Knoxville, Tennessee. So if you're a Volunteer fan, you'd like to think that you have the inside track.
And just another look, really good angle there. Coming from behind him is Davis. And those are the kind of moves that might take him back to Knoxville for the next level someday.
49-37, and just over 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. Oak Hill comfortable, but not too comfortable. And then Christian Anderson pleading his case with the official after fouling Palaio from beyond the arc.
And that's a call you're going to see from the officials just about every time. It's if the defender is standing up, staying straight up when he goes to block the shots, that's going to be all right. But you could see on that play that Anderson just leaned in enough, and that was what caused the contact and earned the 3 shots for Palaio. Almost
giving him a high five on his way down.
And there should be just another look right here. You see Anderson right there jumping into Palaio. That's an easy one for the referees.
Palaio 2 for his 2. And he'll have one more chance to bring it back to single digits. And 3 for 3 from the line for Palaio.
2 different times today, once in the first quarter and once you just saw Veritas making all 3 of 3 straight free throws. And that's what they need. They need to make those free throws. You need to make the supposedly easy shots if they're going to have a chance of stealing this one really from Oak Hill.
Now Vincent has it taken away from Samare. Now Palaio, an opportunity to possibly add 3 more. He drives baseline and Vincent gets a hand on him. And Palaio will go to the line for 2 more.
Yeah, another one, just not much you can do there, but you can see Palaio getting a lot more aggressive in this third quarter. In that first half, he was very content with just being kind of the floor general. You didn't see a lot of this until right now. Great baseline drive, got a step on Zaran, driving baseline there, and earned himself 2 more free throws.
And the first one good. Closest game we've had in quite some time since the beginning of the second quarter. Chance to bring it back within 7. Minute 9 remaining in the third quarter, and what looked like was going to be a runaway from Oak Hill after the second quarter. That lead has been cut in half.
And the defense has really stepped up for Veritas back to the start of the game, and they're out shooting Oak Hill in this third quarter here. Really great improvement and halftime adjustments coming from the Titans.
Anderson to Robinson. Robinson trying to drive. Ball coming towards midcourt. It is shuffled for Palaio. Drives and another foul. Basket and one. A chance to make it a 2-possession game.
And Zion Palaio is in attack mode right now, but that is just great recovery by Deng on that loose ball, and he was just being hung all over by Martez Harris. Don't know how that one went in, but Zion Palaio got his hot streak right now.
Again, at the high school level, you talk about the importance of winning quarters, and Veritas right now easily winning the third and bringing them right back into this game. 2 field goals could tie it up.
And the last 6 points coming from Zion Palaio there. Again, that aggression is really helping them out. And just more attacks coming from Veritas, a team that was quite content to shoot from around the perimeter in the first half.
30 seconds to go here in the third. Oak Hill's lead is now down to 4. 49-45, Christian Anderson Jr. driving. And they're going to say he traveled. A chance to make it a one-bucket game for the Titans.
And this defense from the Titans, you can tell, is really energizing this whole team. The whole bench, pretty much the whole starting lineup was yelling in celebration after that and one from Palaio, and now another big defensive stop has everyone fist pumping as well.
And Palaio and the Titans will have the last shot, a chance to possibly bring this game back to within 1 point and essentially have a 0-0 start to the fourth quarter. Instead, it'll be Palaio trying to add 2 more from the charity stripe.
And it looked for a second there like Vincent was able to get his hand on the ball, but we'll see right here why they called it a foul. It was DeAndre Lindsay getting his hands kind of tangled up in between the basketball and the arms of Zion Palaio. Tough one to call, but Palaio once again getting back to the free throw line.
Hits every part of the rim and bounces out, can still make it a one-basket game.
And who would have thought a 10-point swing potentially for Veritas after the way that first half, particularly the second quarter, went for Oak Hill.
And 35-22 was the score at half. And now just a 3-point lead for the Warriors, 49-46. Oak Hill will have an opportunity for the last shot. Anderson wants it. It's taken away by Samare. A chance to tie or take the lead. Palaio is stripped, denied, rejected. We will go to the fourth quarter. What an effort from Veritas, though, we saw there in the third. This is the Nike EYBL Scholastic from IMG Academy, brought to you by Nike. Only basketball. Chipotle, real ingredients, real flavors, Chipotle, for real. And the Army National Guard, the next greatest generation is now. We will have fourth quarter action, Josh. I don't think either of us saw that output from Veritas anywhere in our notes coming for that third quarter.
No, I mean, what just an incredible turnaround coming from the Titans in that third quarter. It was just complete domination. Oak Hill completely owned that second quarter, and then Veritas turns and does just the same thing in the third quarter, smothering defense. Even Anderson started to get some of his shots limited as well. But, I mean, it's just been remarkable how different the team was coming in and out of halftime.
And again, it's one of those things at the high school level, Josh, where sometimes, you can get, I'm not going to use the word lazy, but sometimes if you have a comfortable lead like 13 points, you can, play back down to the competition. And again, EYBL Scholastic is not the league you want to do that in.
And I think comfortable is the exact word that I would use for how Oak Hill played in that third quarter. Comfortable. They weren't being as aggressive driving to the hoop. They were settling for some more jump shots, whereas Veritas was staying hungry that entire time. And I don't think either side is close to done just yet.
Micah Robinson will inbound for Oak Hill. Anderson will be the floor general as he has been all night. Don't forget, a great game coming up at 7 o'clock. IMG Academy welcoming Long Island Lutheran Lehigh here to the IMG Academy basketball arena. Anderson dishes out to Zaran. Hits the front of the rim. Rebound for Samuel Mena.
And another pass from Anderson there. I'm just not sure how he got off, but the help defense coming from the Titans, those contests have just gotten sharper and sharper all game long.
Again, if Veritas can get a lead, it would be their first lead since the first quarter, and now we're tied.
Also for the first time since the first quarter, but I mean, Zion Palaio, that man right there, you got to give a whole lot of credit. He just came alive, getting him to the line in the third quarter, and the more he's attacked the basket, the better Veritas' offense has been.
Fouled going to the basket is Micah Robinson, and we talked about the first half and just the output that Christian Anderson had. Didn't see him take a whole lot of shots there in the third quarter. And again, if that's your offensive star, you have to run the ball through him and let him shoot.
And you see that's what Veritas is doing with Zion Palaio. You just saw on the replay right there, him just slicing and dicing his way through almost the entire Oak Hill defense. And that's what was really Christian Anderson was doing in the first round.
And Micah Robinson getting one and giving Oak Hill the lead, 50-49. Again, a fairly clean quarter, and just the one foul here for Veritas early in the fourth.
I mean, we've just, at the end of the third quarter, at that point, got to 10 personal fouls for each team. I mean, I've seen teams get those in a quarter or a half even.
And now Paleo and Samare. Samare and Vincent, that is the big man matchup on the floor.
And with Vincent taking some time out in that third quarter, that I think was part of the reason Veritas was able to take such advantage.
Shot clock down to 10. Paleo trying to get around Anderson. 5 seconds to go, and Vincent with a blocking foul, and then some words for Zion Paleo.
And a guy who's just playing that pesky is, I think, starting to get under some of the skin of some of the Oak Hill players, and that's what a guy who is that quick, who just moves that quickly with and without the ball, is able to do.
And burying the basket is Urbano, and Veritas, for the first time since one of their first few possessions, has a lead.
And what a comeback it's been from Veritas. Everything has been clicking for this Titans side.
And there you see Micah Robinson stepping up and getting the lead back for the Warriors.
He's a guy I expect to see a lot more involved in the offense. Only 2 for 4 before this quarter. A couple of free throws now and a basket for Robinson. He is really starting to become an anchor of this offense.
Now from the corner comes up short. Anderson with the rebound, finds Robinson driving, kisses it high off the glass, and one.
He made that look way too easy. I mean, he's going on a fast break. It's 1-on-2, and Robinson is just not even looking at any of the other players in the gym. Great pass from Anderson to get the fast break started. He just bullies right through the Veritas defense, gets himself a big bucket and one more.
Oak Hill again. A little gassed and probably a little shocked and surprised that Veritas was able to come back and take a lead. And now I think we're going to see the Oak Hill team that we were expecting to see, the one that we saw in the second quarter, come back here in the fourth.
And Robinson, just looking in his eyes, he's got those take over the game kind of eyes. That's what he wants to do.
And that one somehow came out of the cylinder. Nagy wanting some kind of call. Robinson looking for a basket, and good.
Beautiful on the fast break. That's just textbook. Hop step right when he gets the ball. No hesitation from Micah Robinson. Again, that guy just plays so smart. He knows exactly what he is doing on the court. And look at this. On the same defender, Urbano, that he got on that last fast break. Makes it look easy.
And you saw that little move, the nice pro hop to get the easy lay. And a little shocked we haven't seen a whole lot of slam dunks. Just the one early in the first half. I have a feeling we might see a few more in the Lehigh IMG game coming up at 7 o'clock.
Oh, we absolutely could, and it's that Vincent dunk. That was the only one, but that poster's worth a couple of them. But it's still just quick ball movement. Anderson has such fantastic vision, and he has that kind of quick release that you usually talk about on shooters, but for passing as well. He just knows what to do with the ball, it seems like, before he even gets it.
There, the crowd's starting to file in a little bit here at the IMG Academy Basketball Arena. Again, not just a basketball school here at IMG, but also one of the top football programs in the nation, as well as baseball, soccer, golf, tennis, track and field, lacrosse, cross country.
Yeah, I mean, spin around and pick something. I mean, it's just like that here at IMG. If you want to play college athletics, if you want to play at the next level, this seems like a good place to start. I mean, all my years covering college sports, I think you'd see, 5 to 10 people per roster at these Division I schools that started their careers right here.
5:20 remaining. Oak Hill, a little bit of breathing room between them and Veritas. Paleo drives, pulls up just in front of the extended left free throw line. Good. And he is coming down the court gingerly. Looks like he may have tweaked something on that last play.
And he's just getting kind of craftier and craftier with his moves down low. And it looks like it's his right leg that is giving him a little bit of trouble.
So Anderson will take it back to the Ascender logo. Lowers his shoulder, misses the cross-up. Finds a wide open warrior in DeAndre Lindsay, but no good. Now Paleo looking for another deep three and comes up short. Back it. Elias Yefet Valencia. Now Samare trying to get that little floater to go. Nagy is denied. A little bit of contact, no call. Anderson continuing to work, and it's Micah Robinson with the basket and foul yet again.
And they are just finding Micah Robinson on the fast break, RO kill. And Anderson, that's the first guy he's looking for. He's just looking away from Robinson, looking to that far side of the court. But he knew in the back of his mind that Robinson was going to make that cut in, draw the contact again, and earn himself a trip to the line.
Christian Anderson already with a double-double, 19 points, 10 assists. And again, even being one of the shorter guys on the court, 4 boards and 3 steals and a block. Nice stat line if you can put one together.
Yeah, that is a video game kind of stat line from Christian Anderson, and it's no wonder that he has already signed a letter of intent to one of the top basketball schools in the country over the last couple of years. He really could be something at Michigan, really to help them kind of take that next step.
Paleo will hand it off. And now they will allow Valencia to bring it up. Now Samari up top. Back out for Valencia. Samari looking for that kind of knifing pass, and then Vincent's going to get called for another foul.
And Samare, again, just going towards the hoop. He had the inside position cutting into the lane there on Vincent. Only thing he could do to try and alter that shot was try and foul him. He went for the block, which he has 5 of today, but Samare just too strong, able to go through him to earn himself a trip to the line.
Again, we talk about Jamie Vincent. He has signed a letter of intent to play at Vanderbilt, one of the more beautiful campuses in America, right there in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee. Typically known for their baseball, but have had quite a few stars come out from the basketball program and football as well. 7 points back in front for Oak Hill. Trying to extend it and put this game away. Robinson is fouled. Does not get that one to fall, but he will go to the free throw line for 2 more.
And he just is one of those players that thrives on contact. It seems like every possession, Robinson just slashes his way through the lane, tries to earn himself a trip to the line, and he just kind of bounces off of those bodies. A slighter frame, but it does not really tell how strong that Micah Robinson is.
That one falls for Robinson.
And just there you see him getting a little bit of a head of steam. Not much. He came up from inside the three-point line, but took a pass from Zoran and just went right to the cup, and nothing was going to stop him on that possession.
And Samaro with that big body, not easy to make mid-air adjustments when you're that size. Paleo knows they need to hit a big bucket. We'll see who they try to work the offense through. Deng into the corner for Valencia. Now Urbano, back for Samare. Samare drives, gets it off the fingers, no good. Vincent with the rebound, but then given away.
That looked like a bit of a miscommunication. That was a touch pass coming from Christian Anderson Jr., but the guys on the left side, notably Hamza Zoran, was already running up the court expecting Anderson to take his time with it.
10 seconds on the shot clock, under 3 minutes on the game clock. And it looks like foul was called, and the Oak Hill players don't really know where it was. Looks like it's and it was on Jamie Vincent.
Yeah, Vincent, other than those now 4 fouls, he has had a heck of a game. Been just a glass cleaner on defense, couple of nice jump shots as well. But with a big physical team like Veritas, it's hard for him to stay out of foul trouble.
Urbano down low finds Elias Yefet Valencia. And they cut it back to 7. And now the pressure coming. Martez Harris finds it for Christian Anderson. Back up top, 15 seconds, and Oak Hill is going to milk every second of that shot clock. Takes a bump. Micah Robinson able to get it off the glass. No foul called, but he didn't need it.
I mean, basketball is a contact sport. I think that's a great no call, and Robinson certainly doesn't mind. He just made that one look absolutely effortless, and he's chasing Christian Anderson Jr. as the scoring leader today.
And a three from the corner for number 3, Aram Soki Urbano. And still technically a 2-possession game, 6 points. Oak Hill's going to take a timeout. 65-59, the Oak Hill Academy Warriors over the Veritas Titans. And under 2 minutes to play, Josh. And again, after the second quarter, I think that we kind of thought that Oak Hill was going to run away with it in the third. They didn't. They dropped the third quarter 24-14 in favor of Veritas, but now they seem to be pulling away here right at the end of the game. Yeah,
I mean, towards the end of the second half, it looked pretty ugly. Like, I'm not trying to, make any two ways about it. It looked like Oak Hill was about to run away with the game, as you said, but a really strong third quarter from Veritas put them back in the running, and all the momentum that they gained, they've really kind of just pushed into their game. They've played with an increased sense of urgency for most of the second half, and that should be commended.
And Veritas has done a great job of shutting down Christian Anderson in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately for Veritas, that's allowed Michael Robinson to open up and have himself a highlight quarter reel of himself.
Yeah, and that's just what you got to expect when you play teams like Oak Hill. They've got the stars like Christian Anderson with that letter of intent signed, a much bigger name, but Micah Robinson is certainly making a name for himself here, and he's another Division I commit. I mean, just too many guys that if you lock one guy down, someone else is going to step up. That's just what these great players do.
And now a little discussion at the scorers table. Not sure exactly what the discussion is about.
I mean, my guess at this point of the game would have to be shot clock or game clock timing, but I mean, I don't think anyone on the court really knows what's going on over there. And looking at Michael Robinson there, we talked about him kind of taking some of the stress off of Anderson, who got really smothered a lot more on defense. But look how efficient that shooting is. 7 for 9 from the field. Now the game's leading scorer, and a large chunk of that has come in this fourth quarter since the game has been tied.
Now under 2 minutes to play, Christian Anderson is able to whittle down that shot clock, and Veritas doesn't seem to be trying to force anything right now. Still plenty of time. Anderson, 4 seconds to go. Steps over, pulls back, tries to draw the foul. No good. And now a chance for Veritas to get it back within 3.
Good defense from Samuel Mena there. And Anderson maybe a bit frustrated with all the extra defensive pressure, trying to get himself a big dagger.
And Nagy unlucky on 2 accounts, and he'll get called for the foul out of frustration. And it seems to be the hack of Micah here in the fourth quarter.
Well, I mean, it's gone to that point, almost a minute left, 6-point lead. This game is still very much within reach for Veritas, but as you said before, Ryan, that was definitely a frustration-looking foul. Nagy not happy with himself that he missed that layup, and it just didn't want too big of a punishment on the way back from Oak Hill.
First one good. Oak Hill now back up by 7. There you see Micah Robinson. I believe that's 21 points. Again, he just had 4 in the first half.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to think that of those 21, at least 10 of them have been in the last 5 or so minutes of this quarter. I mean, he is just he's really stepped up for IMG at this late stage in the game. As soon as he saw that score tied, a switch just flipped.
Makes both 67-59 an 8-point game. A little bit of breathing room for the Warriors of Oak Hill Academy.
And they are not giving up that three. Extra pressure on the perimeter, and it pays off.
And Palaio on his heel gives the ball away. Anderson able to dribble it out and keep it away from Palaio. Under a minute to go. Pulls up. Jumper good!
And you could tell he was looking for another bucket. He just wanted one, just not exactly a heat check, but something to get some of that heat back, and that might just have done the Veritas Titans in.
That may have been the icing on the cake. Sumare, and now Anderson takes a hand to the face, no call, but then there it is! The cherry on top for Micah Robinson, the two-handed slam. And he just called game.
And maybe yelled it a little bit too. And you got the steal from Christian Anderson Jr. too. He had his eyes covered, quickly finding Robinson on that fast break. And you could tell that's his first look whenever these Oak Hill Warriors are in transition. And anything else is just padding the stats now. And
Elias Japhet Valencia will take the foul, and that will send Anderson to the free throw line. But what an absolute night. I mean, an exceptional first quarter. He got in double digits, 3 for 3 from the arc. All 3 of those three-point attempts were in the first quarter.
Yeah, and I mean, he just didn't need to keep shooting him. He kept finding room inside, kept seeing chances to create off of the dribble, and obviously those 10 assists, now 11, have, impeded a little bit of his three-point shooting, but, I mean, not for nothing. It has been just an absolute show on offense from Christian Anderson Jr. and scoring-wise, Micah Robinson.
Anderson going for another one. He has been to the line a few times tonight, just missing one.
And that's the other thing.
59.
Sorry to talk over you there, Ryan, but that's the other thing there. I mean, you look at Oak Hill, 21 of 22 from the free throw line, and the biggest defenders there, 8 for 9 is Anderson, 8 for 8 is Micah Robinson. That's just what leaders on a team do. 8
seconds to go, and why not? Christian Anderson will dribble it out in the final second, and the final score. After a very fiery third quarter from Veritas to bring the game back within one possession, Oak Hill able to pull back away in the fourth quarter, 73-59. What a game from the Warriors. And Josh, again, I don't think either of us were expecting to see that tight contest in the third quarter, but as Oak Hill showed, it was their depth that was able to outlast Veritas in the fourth quarter and help them pull away.
Yeah, it's like we said in the pregame. I mean, you see Oak Hill against pretty much any other high school team, you think Oak Hill is going to be able to take it, but Veritas really played well. They were with Oak Hill every step of it, but just those couple of times that Oak Hill just, had their backs against the wall, close score, tie game, whatever it was, that is when they really pushed their foot down on the gas.
Game one of our doubleheader in the books. Don't forget to tune back in just a little over a half hour from now as the IMG Academy Ascenders will be welcoming Long Island Lutheran, the Lehigh Crusaders, here to the IMG Academy gym. Final score, 73-59. Oak Hill wins this first of the EYBL Scholastic. For my broadcast partner, Josh Sperber, my name is Ryan Sudol. So long, we'll see you in about a half hour for IMG and Lehigh.